Oh, okay, dude, he's fucking hot in the wall. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh,
God,
whoa.
it's so
Oh,
quiet
shit.
on my end.
Hello?
Shit, yeah, these
Oh.
settings are all... Well, anyways, welcome to D&D! Oh, I can adjust
Hi.
there too. Great. Okay, yeah, everything is awful. This is fine.
That's
So,
the spirit.
last time on D&D, you guys did some prep work around town, looking through different things. You ran into a mob and met a man checking tomatoes.
My boy Jim.
Yep, your boy Jim.
Jim the
classic.
Cook, wait.
Yep.
No, Jim, the tomato guy.
The tomato guy.
Yes, the latest in the line of Jims.
He told us to walk down the streets looking angry.
Yes. That was Jim's advice for how to get other people behind a riot in this town. You met with Damien and...
Yeah, the cop.
Yes. You met with Damien in an attempt to gather more information and kind of bring forward your findings in the town to Damien. That you had found an explosive of sorts, a scroll that Faye could read, and to see what other ideas he might have. Damien mentioned that perhaps if you had some way to either entice or piss off House Thorendar, that you could get them to send an airship and then hijack it, in which case it would keep his name out of things, as well as giving you all the resources you would need to build your own airship out of those parts, or to just keep that one as your own. I don't believe there was a ton else discussed with Damien. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong there. I think that was one of the main points.
I think one of the other points was like where they could find him during the daytime.
Oh yes. I believe he picked the western gate of Thaliost. There is a gold dragon in there, in which
Oh, we
he
love
mentioned
gold
it could be
dragons.
found.
Yeah.
And so you returned to town, having posed as alchemists looking for rare flowers, and somehow managing to dupe the guards once again.
Eventually it won't work, but today is not that day.
Today is not that day.
On the very last day, it won't work.
Exactly. Leroy has spent some time gambling his sanity in an attempt to gain knowledge. Unfortunately, he only got through 5 questions this last night, I believe. Maybe it was 10?
Yes, the normal amount.
The normal amount.
We were aiming for 10.
He has been granted a short rest and got his spell slots back, but that unfortunately did not fix his sanity for now. And I believe that is where we left off, is with you all having to go through a night without your sentinel Leroy keeping watch as usual.
Correct.
Because Nikarth will take first watch.
Okay, go ahead and roll it for me.
Wait, so are we like how is watch happening while we're
Fair question.
in the inn or whatever? Like are we all in our rooms and someone's out in the hall, or are we all
No,
like
maybe-
cozying up in one person's room?
I don't like that. Never mind.
Leroy
Maybe
is
we just go to
currently-
bed.
Leroy is currently
forgot.
rocking back and forth in the corner of Faye's room.
I feel like someone should keep watch over him. Specifically.
I mean, like, what's he gonna do? He just kind of sits there.
I mean, there's
For now.
Do you?
I mean, the only time it would be really bad was if Catalina, what's her face, just popped in out of nowhere. Then maybe it'd be bad for Leroy.
All right. Yeah, I will try to relax then.
I don't know. He's been
Make a perception.
insane before. Nick, you ain't the DM.
We see
He's been insane
Catalina just pop
before, and
in.
we haven't watched him. So, like, I don't know why we got to do that now. I mean, if you want, I can watch him for a little bit, but I ain't one for noticing things. But I can just like keep him company. He won't be much for conversation, but I can do most of the talking.
Maybe we should just tie him up to make sure he doesn't hurt himself.
Leroy, are you gonna hurt yourself?
Leroy
Other
can...
cop.
Yes. Leroy does not respond to language at the moment.
I know. I mean, Eli doesn't. Well, he'll
Well,
learn,
yeah,
but
I'm
like,
letting you know that now. As you're trying to talk to Leroy, he doesn't seem to even like recognize that you're addressing him at all. There's no response. It's just he's curled up in the corner, rocking back and forth.
Oh,
I think
I'll
he's
take a
just
watch.
kind of immobilized right now.
yeah, perhaps I'm just overreacting.
No, may as well be
Taurus,
safe.
it's okay.
Just take a watch.
You're one of those people that like to have a plan for everything, aren't you?
I mean, yes.
Well, you gotta get used to having me around. I never make plans.
Mm-hmm. I think we've learned that.
Hey, everything's gone smoothly for me so far. I don't know about y'all.
I mean, it's true, but you haven't exactly stuck to or come up. You're not one to pre-plan. You just wing it. Anyway.
Like a
Let's,
vulture. Caw!
Alright, Faye will take first watch. Let's just get a couple more. We'll make sure Leroy doesn't wander off into the streets, going after birds.
Well, at least he can't walk around in the Wait a second. Does Leroy just walk around like?
No, he has robes.
No,
Oh, he has
Leroy
robes.
is very finely dressed. Yeah.
All right, I didn't know that as me, Ashley, but I definitely knew that as Eli.
You're like, shit, is that your skin?
Why is it all baggy?
No. At least we got to make sure he doesn't run around in the nude.
Yes, we wouldn't want to show
I
everyone
know a
his
guy
nuts
that
and
got in
bolts.
trouble for that once.
Jesus
Hey,
Yeah, it was my grandpappy.
I
Oh,
have
God.
Grandpappy was a character, huh?
Yeah, he was.
I have a bonk sound effect ready, but my interface isn't set up for it yet.
Fuck.
Only.
Oh, someday.
That nuts and bolts joke was pretty bad.
Yep.
Pretty solid, actually.
Please get that ready so that you can bonk me next time.
I was hoping to get ready for tonight, but the cable came literally as I was starting the game.
Nope,
So
that's the wrong one.
Womp.
More appropriate.
There you go.
anyways,
Yeah, I guess I'll just go to sleep then and work on my dream robes.
okay. Faye, do you make any attempt to get Leroy out of your room, or is he just kind of gonna be in your corner?
No, he's gonna be in my corner.
All right.
I'm gonna watch. I just need 2 other people to help me.
Oh, I'll help Faye.
Oh.
Okay. Thank you, Eli.
And Juno can help too. She can maybe lick him back into his senses.
Very much appreciated. I don't know if that will work, but I appreciate having Juno around. All right, it's the third person who maybe
If it
need
was
help.
my idea, then I guess I should do that.
All right, wonderful. Well, everyone else, good night.
Good
Yeah, good night, everyone else.
Good night.
Oh.
Okay. So, first watch, can I get a perception check, please?
Yes. Perception is a bad stat. Yep,
Okay.
11.
You settle in for the night and just keep watch over Leroy and the surrounding area. Keeping an ear out for anything coming down the hall, anything like that. The main thing you hear is just the strange muttering that's coming from Leroy. It almost sounds like it could be intelligent in some way, like maybe it's a language you don't know, but at other times some of the sounds just seem to repeat endlessly. Like he's just stuck in a loop. You're not really sure what to make of it, but whatever he's saying, it doesn't seem to make sense to you.
Leroy.exe has crashed.
Yeah, yep.
Fucked up and I don't like it.
Otherwise, you don't notice anything. A couple hours
All right.
pass, and your watch is up.
I'm gonna nudge Eli awake and say, going to bed.
All right, Faye, you have good night's sleep now. I'll make sure nothing goes bump in the night. Oh, Nakarth is sleeping. I'm so sorry about that, Nakarth. All right, good night, Faye. Faye, do you need anything? You need like hot tea or something to put you to sleep, or like I can sing you a lullaby, or
You are such a saint, but I am okay.
I've never had sleepovers with friends before, so this is like super cool. I've always had like my own bedroom.
No, I appreciate it. Another time, I'd love to have some tea.
Oh, all right.
But I gotta
Okay,
fucking
I'll
sleep.
keep watching. I hope you don't mind me just talking my own fucking ear off. Hey.
That's a good one.
Oh, I love it.
As Faye settles to sleep, Eli, you take your watch, and I assume Juno is helping you? Is
Yeah,
Juno
sure.
actually proficient in perception?
She is not proficient in perception, but she has keen hearing and smell, which gives her advantage on perception checks that rely on
Okay.
hearing or smell.
I'll allow it.
So
Go ahead
maybe
and...
she would alert me to sounds
That's
or
what I'm
smell.
thinking. Yeah, go ahead and roll that again, just to see if you get any higher. That's a very good roll, though. You know, you could.
Nah, 26 is pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. Good. You hear very soft footsteps in the hall.
Hmm.
And with the roll that high, you can tell there are multiple sets of feet. Possibly more than 2 sets of feet.
I have a spell that allows me to do anything interesting without waking my fellow friends. Give me 1 second. All right, yeah. I am going to I'm gonna pretend to be a sleepwalker and exit the room, locking the door behind me if I can, to try and see what's going on while pretending to be asleep.
Okay. So you open the door then.
Yes.
Amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, they're to take 38d6 radiant damage.
First, let's just can I get a performance check to see how well you mimic being a sleepwalker? Or deception, I guess. Either one. Sure, I'll take it. You're very convincing. You were pretty sure that you're asleep yourself, actually. But either way, you open the door a little bit and start to walk out. You see 2 dark hooded figures. Their backs are turned to you at the moment. And between them is Nala. As you open the door, Nala looks back at you. And you see some sort of a glint in his eye.
What kind of glint?
It's red. A little bit of purple in there.
Uh-oh.
What?
And for a second, he just freezes. But you maintain your active sleepwalking. He's going to go ahead and insight.
Oh, me insight?
He's going to insight against your deception.
Oh, okay. I
It
don't know
doesn't-
what's going on.
Well, I'm assuming that you're just continuing to act like a sleepwalker.
Yeah.
Okay. Just double checking.
So you walk down the hall, Null is there. He's inciting you to see if he notices that you're actually awake.
Yeah.
Nala kind of elbows one of the figures who turns around, and you don't see much of the face, just a chin and a mouth. Not really enough features to go by here. It's a smooth chin. There's, no beard on it. But it looks masculine. That's all you can really tell about this person, whoever they are. These robes cover pretty much their entire body. They seem to be very intentionally obscured. They reach up one finger towards you, and Nala starts to lean into your direction. Do you react in any way?
How far away are they?
Just down the hall, about 15 feet. They're outside one of the other doors.
I am in range of a cube from me. So if they're 15 feet away from, yeah. I'm gonna cast Thunderclap. Because I'm a bit scared with the pointing and the red eyes, and that will most definitely probably wake up everybody.
Yeah, that's a loud one. Okay. So right as you begin to start casting this, yes, begin to start. Thanks, Brain. Nala starts rushing towards you, but you get the cast off first. Go ahead and roll that. And it's a saving throw, right?
It's a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, Nala's pretty good at those.
I don't want to put down a template. No, I don't want to put down a template. Go get in the whole city!
That's quite a big thunderclap. The Storm Spire would be proud.
The point of
really
this
hard
is more
spell
to
game.
wake up my comrades than to
Okay. So you're not really casting it at them, just kind of just making a sound.
I am casting it at them, but like more with like towards the other people than Nala, but also like wake up everybody, this is my loud spell.
I don't see a way that you could cast it away from Nala and also hit them.
Yeah, so it's fine if I
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine if I can't.
And it's no damage on a pass?
No damage on a pass. It is a cantrip.
Okay. Oh, it's a cantrip. Okay, not a leveled spell. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Yep. So Nala passes. The other two figures also pass. Yeah. Assuming your CC isn't a 20 yet.
I just made a big old sound.
Just made a big old sound. Nala seems completely unfazed by it and is rushing towards you and actually just reaches out his massive Goliath hand and kind of wraps it around your head, silencing you by just pressing his palm over your mouth. But the rest of you are now very awake, as there is a massive crowd. Well, except Leroy. He's always been awake, but he's still insane. Does that insanity mention that you would defend your friends like Feeble Mind? I'm curious. Or are you just in a blabbering mess?
I can't take actions, understand what people say, can't read, and I can only speak in gibberish.
So it's actually worse than Feeble Mind. It's impressive.
Nice.
Wow.
Yes. Although it only takes a day to get rid of instead of,
more
a
temporary.
year.
A month.
And it's voluntary.
Fucking
Yes.
2 months. Thanks.
Hey, at least it's 2 months and not any longer than that.
Yeah.
Could have been much worse. You could have been feeble-minded when we do the next campaign.
True.
You gonna roll for initiative, or am I just gonna fucking get my head smushed by Nala?
I just want to see what everyone else's reactions are to this.
Oh,
thunderclap
out of
real
bed,
quick.
hammer, out the door. Yeah, we're moving.
Yeah,
Oh,
Nick
yeah,
is
Garrett's
already
fine.
bursting through the door. Milos is like
Moving and shaking.
not moving and shaking, but has cast light and gotten up off the bed and is upset.
Like shirtless, maybe sleeping with shorts on.
Maybe
Straight out the
naked.
door.
Who knows?
Maybe,
Actively naked.
maybe just
Just shirt
rolling,
cocking it.
Shirt cocking it. There we go.
Sure, cocking it.
I don't think the
Okay,
shirt.
good.
Is Donald ducking it right now?
God damn it.
What?
Real Winnie the Pooh up in here.
So you guys all exit into the hallway. Nala suddenly releases Eli. One of the figures casts something. Does anyone have a reaction for this?
I
Counter
counter spell.
Oh.
Go ahead and
Kill
try.
I'm gonna cast it at level 4.
I was gonna cast my counter spell at level 5.
You
Go
can
ahead
do
and
that.
make that counterspell
I
roll.
yield. Oh fuck! How do I spell cast? Things are hard. Okay.
What do I roll?
Counter spell.
Just a ability check using your spellcasting ability, which is charisma. Let's just do a charisma ability check. Well,
That's a fail.
Oh, why didn't it roll?
Just roll a charisma ability check for counterspell. All right. It has no effect. All three figures vanish. And you're left in an empty hall with Eli,
Oh
a
no.
little shaken. And a loud noise has alerted everyone else in this building. Some more people start to open their doors. You hear some thumping downstairs as, well, more metallic thumping, and eventually you see Tap's head poke up the stairway. Just, what is going on up here?
Oh gosh, sleepwalking accident. We are so sorry. This one is just having a rough time tonight. Accidental thunderclap. We're going back to bed. I promise everything's under control.
Eli has bug eyes and he's just like tapping his head, like, oh my god, my head almost got crushed. He doesn't say that, but he's like feeling for any dents.
Eli, you do have a little bit of bruising because Nala was in a rage and, grabbed you by the skull, but you're otherwise unharmed.
Yay. Yeah, I look up and I go, sorry about that. Whenever I drink milk, I start sleepwalking, and sometimes I cast some low-level spells, nothing too crazy. Most of the time it's just dancing lights and I just annoy my folks, but like, I guess it was a little louder this time. I'm so sorry about that.
Make a deception check with advantage. Since
I
Faye
can-
You're Eli.
Eli possibly enjoy milk. That's
Faye did start the deception, and Eli helped. So I'd say advantage for Faye.
Oh, Charisma Squad tag team. Love it.
Charisma squad!
All right.
Ah, you good. Maybe.
Oh, yes,
I hope so.
Sorry to hear that. That sounds like a very unfortunate situation. Well, if there's no actual commotion going on, then he starts motioning to other people that are poking their heads out of doors curiously. Everyone can go back to sleep now. There's nothing to be afraid of. Tap seems pretty shaken himself.
I'm so sorry again.
It's totally fine. We understand. I'll take milk. Was it off the menu for you then? Just in case.
All right, and then he says under his breath, "Oh, damn, I really like milk too."
Drost will turn around, like shirt tails just kind of barely covering his ass cheeks, and like pat Elon back. Come on now, let's go back to bed.
Right, one by one, everyone else starts. All the other non-members of your party start to return to their rooms.
Hey,
I
we
hope
gonna-
Eli can resist looking up at that point.
Yeah, don't turn your head.
Eli just like goes and like hugs Juno, like, "Oh my god, I'm glad you didn't go out there." Do
That's,
y'all want to debrief before bed?
That's
Or
a lot of keyboard sounds.
I think Drost already did.
Shit.
Oh, Christ.
I don't understand what that means.
So the debrief is just go to bed.
Why did Nala try to crush my head?
Well, I thought he tried very hard. It is still intact.
I'm going to assume it had something to do with demon possession.
Yes, someone's doing something with the demon curse in this city. It has to be.
Eli. Did he look lucid?
He had. I'm just gonna. Eli's gonna explain what he saw before he cast the thunderclap. The eyes, the stances, and the pointing with Nala like motioning to them. Like Nala alerted to the guys that I was there. I thought Nala was one of the good guys like you.
Hey,
She could be.
what do I know about demons and levels of magic that can affect them?
Nola has slight mind control.
Holy shit!
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Holy shit,
shit.
indeed,
I'm
my
sorry.
friend.
Playing Rocket League. Hey,
No.
he'll be gone in 35 days.
That's so specific.
He bought a house.
Shut if your roommates.
Damn.
That's actually pretty cool.
Kieran, Nakareth, I would say. I mean, go ahead and make me a religion check, I suppose. But yeah, Nakareth's specialty is mostly in the Kiori, not so much in. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a stretch. Anyone else know anything about Tibbets? I don't know. I have a strong suspicion now, since that 4th level one didn't work.
Insert British mumbling here.
Wait, like in character or out of character?
In character.
I think Kieran is saying he has some out of character ideas.
Yeah, like I don't know if. Yeah, Nakareth probably wouldn't know.
Based on
No.
that 8 check.
I probably haven't seen stuff like that before.
Yeah, they were sneaking around trying to tiptoe. I feel like either they were trying to get the jump on us or trying to get information about us or something. What door were they in front of? Like, were they stopped in front of? Do I know? It wasn't Faye's door, so they weren't after Faye.
They were in front of Drost's store.
Come get me, bitch.
All right, yeah, they were in front of Drost's store. I don't know, Drost. Do you know why they'd be, I don't know, listening at your door or trying to open your door?
Probably because I am the most dangerous.
Hey, listen, I've seen some of Faye's magic stuff, and it's pretty cool. I
It's
think
cool,
she's pretty.
yes.
She could be pretty dangerous if she wants to.
Yes,
Thank you, Eli.
just less so.
Hey, listen. The muscles aren't everything, you know. Not everybody wants a big, strong person.
Not
To be the-
everybody is intelligent.
That you are right, my friend.
No, I do not know.
Well,
I'm trying to think if Dross has anything on him. He doesn't have any, like... I don't know, I'm not carrying anything.
maybe they just wanted to kill you.
Maybe. I am the most insulting.
I'm thinking maybe we should
Abrasive, yeah.
Yeah, abrasive. There we go. I am the most abrasive.
maybe we should try to find another place to sleep. If Nala and them know about us being here, I don't want them to come back. Touches his head.
Dross, do you not think it has anything to do with your Goliath heritage?
Oh, I mean, Nala's clan was somewhat conquered by the demons, and my clan still resisted them. But mostly we dealt with the beast demons, low intelligence.
I
do
know
not
it's a stretch.
who could be the manipulator behind this.
Okay.
Maybe they think I have information, but I don't.
Well, I don't think, honestly, with that level of, oh hell, with what they just displayed, being able to vanish like that, I don't think finding different lodging in town is gonna help us too much. I think we need to just be way more careful at night. Make sure we always have someone on watch. And oh god,
Maybe, and
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like force y'all into doing this, but like maybe if you guys want to, we can all just sleep in the same room and have like a little slumber party so we can watch over each other.
Let's
I could,
find
I could, I could play
It's
songs
not a
for
bad
everybody
idea.
and make some tea. I know how to make a really good jasmine tea. It's pretty good.
As much as I detest the idea, it is smarter.
Oh, so we can all. I mean, like that's cool. That's cool.
I will say, I think we should also do a buddy system for the watchers as well. 2 people up at all times. Don't want to leave someone by themselves.
Eli like looks up expectantly at Faye.
Yeah, well, I got you.
Yay!
I mean, we didn't have.
I'll
We don't
back
have to pick them
you
now.
up,
But
and you can be my damage person.
Might I
Hey man,
chime in?
Oh
We should
yeah.
probably alternate pairs by strengths.
Oh.
Caster with non-caster, physical with non-physical. Yes.
Aw, damn. Yeah, you're right. Mm.
Two casters together is potential for weakness in strength.
Faye's
Can I-
gonna whisper to Eli, "You can still make me tea."
All right, that sounds cool. All right.
Lots of
Wait,
tea.
but we only have 2 more physical people. Because Carrick's a caster, Miles is a caster, I'm a caster, Faye's a caster,
They are good
Leroy's a
together.
caster.
They have the dogs. That's 4
I mean,
together. That's it.
I might know some spells, but I can still hit things pretty hard.
Oh, all right. I did not know that, Miles. I'm so sorry.
If anything, I
Same
think it should
here.
be perceptive and non-perceptive. Nothing to do with strength. Like I'm very not perceptive.
I would say on a scale of 1 to 20, I'm about I'm okay with perception. I got like
On a scale from 1 to 20, I'm
Stunning.
okay.
I average about a 17 on a scale of 1 to 20. It's not that bad.
I'm not as good at noticing things without the shield.
I'm dumb as a box of rocks, so
All right, Faye will go with Leroy.
oh
And then
man.
still, rocking back
Leroy's
and forth
got
on
no
the ground.
say in this matter because he's insane.
He has no say in this matter because he has no sane in this matter.
Right.
I
Hey.
like it. Eli,
No saying in the game.
Yeah?
if we team up, you can ride on my shoulders.
But where will Juno go?
I can carry
On
her.
your shoulders.
Or she can walk. It's easy to walk.
All
They
right.
just looked at Duras with betrayal.
Joss will just wait till Eli turns away and just wink at Faye.
Oh.
That leaves Carrick, Malos, and Nakarith. Well, I feel like Carrick and Malos, are similar-ish. So maybe one of them should go with Nakareth, and then are we odd? Do we have an odd number of people? My God, we do, don't we?
Because Leroy's down for the night. Right? Or
No, wait, just in general.
Without,
oh.
yeah.
All right.
Huh.
So what happens is if Leroy is down for the night, Tarek, you will take the Leroy's place, and Malos, you're with Nakareth. Does that sound like a good plan?
Sure.
Sounds good.
Aye.
I don't know. He's caught my arrows before. I'm not into that.
Lol.
You're
Oh.
not fighting the car. What?
What? Why would you shoot me? Why would I attack you? Why would you attack me?
I mean, odder
I
things have happened
know.
than getting attacked in my sleep.
Hey, listen. At least I alerted you guys. You guys don't know what would have
I'm
happened to
also
me.
the most capable of breaking any kind of hold over me.
I mean, my dream one day is to have a big, strong woman crush my head between her thighs, but that's not.
Bonk.
Nakareth
I'm
nods his head
sorry.
saying,
And nod solemnly at Eli.
Jesus fuck.
That's a joke that I learned from a friend. Is that a good joke or is that a bad joke?
This is a good joke.
It's a good joke. All right, I'll keep
Oh,
using
yeah.
it then.
Joke.
Not a joke.
Oh my. Okay. So, watches.
Eli Dross, Faye, and Leroy. If not Leroy, then Carrick, and then Milos and Nakareth.
At this point, my list is already just back in his room, getting ready to fall back asleep.
No, we said that we would slumber party.
He didn't agree to do that. Well, if he wants to die in his sleep alone, then he can die in his sleep
Nakareth,
alone.
he's your buddy. Go buddy system with him.
No, let him die.
No one says no.
And since he was out of earshot, and be like, well, he's also the one who wanted to barrage the people that we were trying to be friendly with, even though they
Hey.
were robbing us.
We already talked through that issue. I won't accept gossip in this here group. That's how you get discord.
That's
Yeah, that's how we get low morale.
I mean, blatantly saying, blowing off any kind of group. Watch also doesn't count, or
Then go tease him in his sleep. Put some pie on his hand and then tickle his nose. Put his hand in hot water.
sleep is an important thing that I do not wish to disturb.
I say we just kill him.
I'm actually
Christ.
I feel like that actually is canon. I feel like he
What
did
the
say-
fuck?
Leroy, yeah, one sentence escapes Leroy and the entire thing stands.
I feel we just kill him.
He says that. He stares at you all as you look back at him, and then he returns to his mumbling.
Oh, that was weird.
Just dead ass eye contact with each person, and
Yeah.
then just done.
All right, Nakareth, you got to convince Milos to be with the whole group buddy system thing,
He does
because you're
not have
you're
to.
his buddy.
I
just leave
am
him.
Yeah, you are his buddy.
I see nothing wrong with leaving him there, if he wants to be there.
No, if
Okay,
he wants to be
guys-
obstinate, then he can be obstinate.
Guys, you can't say let's do a buddy system, and then as soon as we do buddy systems, you're like, hey, fuck my buddy.
I mean, my
Sorry,
buddy
my
said
mama
fuck me
told you not to
first.
say the F word. But
That was feelings, not fuck. Don't worry, you're fine.
All right. Enough. If you want to go try to convince him, have fun. I will not do so.
but you're his buddy. We literally just talked
I
about
was
this.
supposed to be his partner on watch.
Good for you, Eli. You're probably the best anyways.
Yes, there's something about my charm that doesn't really work with people in the same group as me. It's kind of weird. It's almost
No,
like
you're
they have
just so
personalities of their
likable.
own and they're not actually, controlled by the same being in the sky or something like that. I'm getting too meta here.
Don't get too meta.
Perhaps this is all just a dream.
It kind of feels like
Still
we're being
meta.
controlled by
Still
different
meta.
people that say different voices.
I
And then there's
still
just like
meta.
one guy
Still
that
too
tries
meta.
to give us a whole.
Let it go. Too meta.
Simulation is breaking down.
All of a
Jesus.
sudden, a rift opens in the wall.
Don't you tempt me.
One Jeremy Barony later.
Jordan, did you happen to time how long we spent arguing about the fucking buddy system? I'm just curious.
I didn't time it, but I haven't occasionally glanced at the clock. Yeah.
All right, let's go to bed. Me and Faye already did a watch, so
Yes. As a note, from the watch perspective, there's still some of Eli's watch remaining, and then you'll need at least one more watch to close out the long rest here from somebody else. And if too many people are staying up here in the buddy system, that means people are going to go without long rests here.
all right. Well, I can complete the rest of my watch, and then we can swap over to like Drost or
Yeah.
Nakaris. Do one of you guys
I
wanna?
believe mine was the last watch.
All right, we can do
Okay,
you
that
next.
is fine.
All right. Eli, can I get a new perception check from you? You've been very shaken up by these events, so your old one will not hold for now. Very good.
27.
Very good.
Jesus.
Eli is
I'm
extremely,
so shooken up.
yeah, extremely paranoid. Every single sound around here, like people are stirring in their sleep a bit after having been woken up recently. And like, every time somebody rolls over in a room across the hall, Eli like starts up a little bit, but it's okay. It's not footsteps. It's just somebody, shifting in their sheets. It's fine. Your watch goes uneventful otherwise, though very uncomfortably, unfortunately.
Sorry, in the middle of my watch, I picked up an apple and started eating it. I go to wake up in the car riff, and I'm like, "Hey, everything's fine. Just let you know. Hey, I got another apple if you want it. But otherwise, I'm gonna go to bed."
I'm good, thank you. I will
All right, no problem.
sit up.
And I go and snuggle Juno.
Alright, well, I'll just sit up cross-legged on the bed.
Perception check, please.
Goddamn the
Not
car.
bad.
It's not the worst. Could be worse. Actually, rolling a 10 is pretty good.
See, I just wish observant passive perception was more useful.
Mm.
Don't, right? Isn't that? I feel like it's never useful.
No. Like,
I've
my
used-
passive 19.
I use
but
passive perception all the time, just not when you're keeping watch.
Yeah, he does.
I notify you who notices things first and stuff. You remember all the crows you
Been pretty good
noticed
about
in
using
passage
passive.
and like.
Oh, yeah. I guess.
I try, all right.
It applied. I don't know. I just wish it applied to watch.
Yeah,
'Cause I
that's
roll like
fair.
shit.
That's fair.
Because like it's just a long period of time where you're supposed to be paying attention.
That was great.
Mhm.
So I don't know. It just feels like a passive bonus. Like, whatever. 14.
14. Thankfully, your watch goes uneventfully, and you all complete a long rest, and Leroy is no longer insane.
Yay! It only took a full 50 minutes to get through the night.
Hey, buddy, we have to talk.
Let's catch you up on the events of last
So-
night. Fade to
Yes,
black.
what time is when I was out?
Yes. The Final Fantasy 14 just gesturing motion, with the, speaking with your hands for a few seconds. The camera pans out, and then okay, now you're caught up.
I do enjoy that.
Shay did it in particular for
Yes,
reasons.
for reasons. Who knows?
Does long rest get rid of exhaustion points or
It
one exhaustion point?
drops one.
Great. Woo. Milus is now less tired. You'd love to see it.
Love to see it.
Love to see it. Yeah, and so then the creepy guy in the hood decided to snap his fingers, and then they all poofed away. And I felt kind of bad because I woke up like everybody in the chapter house, and I felt yeah. And now I
Right.
can't have milk anymore, and it's kind of that's not the point. Um, but yeah, that's what happened.
Of course. Do I recognize that spell, by the way?
That spell.
The teleportation effect that was uncounterable.
You weren't there for it, and unless somebody was
Yeah.
going to recount to you the exact hand motions and words that were used.
I think. Oh yeah, Eli just said that they
just
disappeared.
disappeared.
Couldn't be countered.
Yep. That both Faye and Eli tried to counter it and failed.
And I don't recognize that.
And Faye would be fairly certain that it felt like a good counterspell. It's kind of strange that it didn't work.
Yeah, do I understand that didn't even seem to like get any traction? Like it just felt like waving through the breeze.
I don't know. Oh, I guess you are a sorcerer, so you would have a very innate sense for magic. I'd say sure. It felt like your magic was like it just kind of it like glanced off, so to speak. Like it just kind of glided around your target instead of having any kind of purchase.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say like something felt wrong. Like even when Catalina's rejected my counter spells before, there was something there. Like it was as if it just did nothing. I've never felt that before.
Interesting. Perhaps there was never really anything to counter? But Eli, you said it really hurt your head.
Well, not the teleportation. It was the fists of Nala that hurt my head.
Exactly. So they were physically there.
A spell was
Right.
being cast. That's how I knew to start a counter. I saw them casting. Something's wrong.
I'm sure I've never heard of anything like that.
Also,
Maybe they
Nala's
simply
eyes
want
like
to
glue
tell
a
you
color, and that was creepy. Is that normal?
To make the past tense of glow be glue?
My theory is that it has something to do with demons, since Nala's been prone to demon possession.
Nala seemed really like calm and collected. Well, not calm and collected, but like it's not
His
like they
eyes
were.
don't normally glow
He was
red.
screaming. True.
No, Nicorette, you're right. It is certainly. I mean,
And he doesn't. I
And
don't. I feel like
to be a
he
little
wouldn't
more
really
clear,
have.
it wasn't like they were brightly glowing. It's like there's no light sources around you, but somehow there was still like light reflecting off of his eyes, like a red glint to them, more so than they were just emitting red light that was shining out.
Yeah, exactly that. It was like a red glint. He had an evil glint in his eye. But it's weird because I thought he liked me, and I know he liked Juno.
Right. He
I think we know
has
that wasn't
had
him.
episodes of not being himself in the past.
How did he act in the past?
Murderous?
Murdery.
Yes,
Yes.
it's a bit, kill your friends, murderous.
Yes.
Well,
Smash
I
people
mean,
in this.
he was aggressive towards me, but it wasn't like he was like he was being sneaky almost.
Maybe all this confusion of whether or not Juno's a good girl drove him mad, like Leroy.
All right, listen here, Carrick. I don't like the sarcasm that's been coming out of your mouth in the last 24 hours.
Oh, come on, I gotta have a funny once in a while.
And my delimiting element is actually, is Juno a good girl, space hyphen space irrelevant period. So it's important to keep asking this one.
Wow, that was a complicated joke.
But you sure was. Deep cuts.
Damn.
I appreciate you.
I'll commit to a joke even if it's not funny.
All right.
That's-
What's our plan for today?
I do not know. If we're not doing the research to convert the airship, then I have no plans.
Well, we
I
should
think need to
definitely go
research-
through those plans.
Maybe I should
Yes.
talk to people to see if I can find the dwarf.
Listen,
No,
I've said it before and I'll say it again. We need to stab a cop.
So Leroy, I was thinking, why don't we go somewhere and walk around the streets looking angry, and try to cause some sort of just to see if we can, you know?
What is
Oh, that's what the tomato guy you mentioned said to do.
Yeah, it's the Jim. He's really cool. So what we can do is we can just walk around the streets looking angry, try to pick fights, whatever, just to see if on the day of the, infiltration, we can easily set up some diversions in other districts.
Okay. That seems like a good idea. Although, from what you say, it doesn't seem like these people are particularly schedule-oriented.
They're not really schedule oriented, no.
Hmm.
But
No.
if we can find a couple volunteers to walk around the street looking angry at a time we pick, maybe, just maybe, they can cause some riots for us.
Yes.
I
Sorry,
feel
that's
like
the
Jim
point
would
of
be a
order.
good guy to enlist, except he'd be carrying around a lot of fruit, so like maybe not. But like,
Right. Yeah.
we can definitely find someone, and if not, we can just get one of the guys at the storm tower thingy to do it for us, since we're doing the dirty work of the tower thing.
Yeah,
Quick
cool.
question.
Yeah.
Why are we trying to start a riot today?
To
It's just a
test and
riot.
see if we can actually start a riot the day because like say we were like, okay, we just walk around looking angry, and we go and do it the day of wanting to infiltrate the place, and then we find out it doesn't fucking work and Jim was lying to me. Always gotta test your leads, you know?
What if we cause too big a riot and heighten security in the city so it's harder for us to infiltrate?
I mean, we just won't stab a cop today.
Then we only walk around the street looking angry for a little while.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Or walk around the street looking a little bit angry.
Just a tiny
No,
bit
full
peeved.
angry.
Like
Full
you got
angry,
like
not
you got a
stabbing.
croissant, a chocolate croissant at the bakery, but they filled it with jam instead.
Walk around the
That kind of
street
angry.
untethered
And
with
you
rage
wouldn't
that
kill
knows no
someone over
bounds.
that?
That's a big no-no.
That's
No, that's exactly the
Solid
opposite of what we
solution,
wanted to do. The God in the sky. Why would you say that?
that's something implication.
Indeed.
Performance
By the
checks
way,
for how
my
angry we
mod
want
on
to
deck
look.
saves is +12, and I don't know why.
We could do
I'll
some
take it, but I don't know why.
investigating to see if there's been any strange demon-like behavior in the city.
That too. We could totally have a group who walking around like that.
I'll help Drost with that.
What if the DM never intended for us to actually talk to the other dragon and the demon gets released beforehand? My
Well,
god,
that would be really unfortunate now, wouldn't it?
mein Gott.
Maybe we're taking too much time in this town.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about the rest this much.
Maybe we should just get a water thing and go up the river like we've originally planned and forget about this whole revolution thing.
No, we gotta do the revolution. We gotta fucking do it.
Revolution's
Why do
happening.
we gotta do the revolution?
We don't
No,
have
we
to
gotta
do
go.
it. So what we do.
I mean, we could come back and do the revolution later.
No.
We could do that.
I
but that's-
doubt that's gonna be. It's either they're gonna bring in reinforcements for the riots that are happening, and everything's gonna fade away, or the for all we know, the fucking Silver Flame folks are gonna come in and mass genocide anyone that says no to them. That was kind of dark. I'm sorry.
No, I say we get
Also,
rid of the
that's
Silver
normal
Flame
behavior.
here.
Yes, but they are a massive like this is one city. Like this is going to require a war on a massive scale. Like,
Well, maybe
So-
this will let them know we're not
Plus-
to be messed with.
to be honest, this isn't quite our style. It's we are much more covert oriented,
No, we are
and
really not covert.
While
Alright,
everyone's
well,
talking,
listen.
I'm getting my disguise kit out, and I'm like getting it all ready to start putting on disguise for walking down the streets looking
let
angry.
me.
Okay.
Sorry, covert was wrong. I mean, planned.
I'm gonna unprepare scrying because clearly that's
This-
never gonna happen.
This setup is very
Holy shit.
chaotic. Is all.
That I
Are you not a chaotic being yourself?
I would.
Because I like to live under the philosophy that every human being is a chaotic being at heart, and it takes a lot of practice to get to a lawful state. But also, change does not happen in a lawful state. Change comes from the ashes of chaos. At least that's what my grandpappy told me.
Jesus.
What was your grandpappy
sounds like you did a lot of
smoking? And
acid.
can I have some?
My grandpappy's currently
Oh shit.
yeah.
I said was.
Was
Oh, what-
your grandpappy by any chance named Ashley?
No, his name was Ashton. Why did you ask? Ashton
Just-
EIO. Actually, that's wrong. His last
Out
name's
of
not EIO.
curiosity? Just out of curiosity, you know.
Nah, my grandpappy, his name was Ashton, and
Catcher?
nope, Ashton
Oh,
Galanda, Ashton Galanda.
Why is everyone in this D&D group a fucking trash memer?
So
Hey,
you know about
friends.
how you joined this D&D group with this group of people, -2?
Mhm.
That's how.
Hey, characters and character.
Yeah, what up?
Hey, friends. Let's not forget that we have one very specific task in front of us, which is figuring out a way to lure Lorendar here with a large sum of money
Yeah.
that we can use to get an explosive and also get a ship. We have a very lucrative thing to plan here before we get too bogged down in the details. I know there's a lot of balls in the air right now, but I think we got to focus on one thing at a time. You know,
Oh, wait, did we
we've
decide
got-
on getting someone else's ship or turning our ship into a ship?
we're gonna hijack this other ship, and then we can decide whether we want to outfit ours or just use that ship. I think we should just use that ship for the time being, but we'll see when it gets here.
We could use that ship for the time being and then cannibalize it to make the party bus a true magic fool bus.
Exactly. That can be done later. Now, here's my feelings. I think that we are taking a little too much on in ourselves trying to spark a revolution when I believe the kindling is already there. If we do
I think that's why we would spark it, you know.
exactly, well, and I think that action
We
is
don't
the
have to
big
try
plan.
too hard.
We don't need to try too hard. I don't think we need to go riling up. The people are already riled. They
Oh,
just
I don't want to
need-
rile up the people. I just want to test and see if walking down the street looking angry makes riots. Because if it doesn't, then on the day of our plan, we're not going to have any diversions for the guards to go to.
Today we're just making a
Fair enough.
small riot to see.
Yeah, it's going to be
a
very
couple.
small.
No.
And
Okay,
then
then you guys
later
are
we
welcome to
look
do
into-
that.
Thank you.
I will
No,
not
High
stop
five,
you.
Leroy.
What
Godspeed.
was Lorendo?
So fire.
But before that, we need to all merge our minds on the Lorendar thing because we do not have a way to get that done, and we need to think of something to bring to Damien.
What would cause House Lorandar to come to us?
Well, we came to them.
We need to We need to think of something that would not only bring them to us, but would bring them to us with a large sum of gold.
They are currently very angry. With House Orion, no?
That is definitely, I think, where we should build from. Yes.
It is a start. Or
I mean-
perhaps if they have a large purchase they want to make, something that we could sell to them, that is worth quite a bit.
We could sell information on House Orion.
I mean, we
Preferably not.
we do know the official in House Orion that ordered the collapse of the airship docks. They might want that information. But maybe that's too close to us.
It's pretty
think-
close to us.
Yeah, because I remember that this info, this whole request is going to be coming from Damien. So our involvement is going to be a surprise. So I agree that this should be nothing that seems to have ties to us, and it can be, since we are going to be hijacking, it can be fake. We just need something that we think we can bluff them into coming here for.
Then wouldn't we be best off leaving Damien to his devices? And then if we're surprised, then as long as he can tell us the shipment date, we can hijack it and be out.
Damien doesn't know either. He needs a reason to get them here. He needs something to report to them that's going to lead them to send a ship.
I don't think Damien's good at being creative. That's why we gotta be creative for him.
So
Maybe we can. Doesn't House Orion? Do I know much about them? Oh God in the sky.
no, this is just me, Leroy.
I mean, you would know of them. They are the primary source of transportation in Eberron, well, or at least on this continent.
Why don't we have Damien send a message saying that Damien has found a whistleblower who has plans for their latest lightning rail engine. That's something a competitor wants to get their hands on. And they're willing to sell it for a price of the amount of money we need for that scroll.
3,000.
Or perhaps something about the party bus, given that the lightning rail is a more or less proprietary technology.
What if Orion was demoing their own airship design
Ah,
to
yes, that happens to be a
attempt to
party bus with wings.
take the business out from under Landa's feet? I'm sure they
Yeah.
would be interested in buying that design.
Yeah, and the whistleblower's like, hey, guys, this isn't fair to y'all, so I want to give you the plans. But I'm only giving it to you for $3,000. And you know who that whistleblower is? It's
Specific
Caleb
amount.
Candles. No, I already did a C one. It's Frank Fiasco at your service. And I
I'm
put on
sorry,
a
did you
hat for
forget
my
about
disguise kit.
D&D?
It's
Dr. Mantis Toboggan, MD.
Maybe do not include the word fiasco in your name, please.
Frank Fiddlesticks. Yeah,
Fabulous
Frank
Frank.
Fiddlesticks.
No, that's just stupid.
Oh, I figured it fit Eli's style.
With a
Nah,
white party bus.
Now I just gotta get myself looking snazzy, and I can draw up a fake parchment piece of paper to make it look like it's the actual plans, and then you guys can swoop in and we can be like, "Hey, y'all, we're hijacking, whoop-ah!"
Surprise, motherfucker!
Exactly. Does that sound like a good plan?
Golly
More or
gee,
less.
this is a robbery.
I mean, I think
Golly.
currently the top option we have. But let's
I will
keep thinking.
say this has the potential to put us even further into Liranda's shit list as we are about to go to their headquarters city. How do we
But
feel
what
about
if-
that?
What if we
Yeah,
were
fuck 'em.
to actually sell them the plans to the party bus with wings?
Ooh.
Then they might
Ooh.
really love us and forget
I-
anything we might have done in the past that they could
I-
find out about.
Do not want to do that because I want the party bus with wings. So we can fly wherever we want. at
We'd
any
also have
time.
to get a party bus with wings.
We sell
We don't
plans
have
for
that.
Speaking of which, how the fuck would we land?
it.
Has anyone thought about that? How do you land this thing?
Well, landing things isn't really very hard, is it? I mean, things naturally go down.
I think it's the part where it stays together once it hits the ground.
Right. Yeah.
Kitty, what are you doing?
Not go very high.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
We'll
We
get
need to
there,
work on getting Larandar here first.
of course.
Oh, we are going to Larandar's house or whatever. Should we be a little more nice to them instead of just stealing stuff from them?
We are not the ones who
Probably, I
made this
mean-
plan. Damien made this plan.
Yeah, it's true.
He has
He's the
signed
one
off
who
on this.
requested it, or will have requested it.
It is approved under the table.
It's about
Yeah.
it's about getting a job done. We're not gonna kill anyone on this ship. We're not gonna. We just need to get
Ooh.
what we need to get this done, and we'll mop up the pieces later. But right now, there's a distinct lack of means in our court, and we're using.
But
what we have to
also,
get it done.
maybe
the
maybe
entire
the
campaign.
people. I mean, Stormhome is part of Ondair, so maybe they actually kind of want Valios to come back to their side.
Yeah, that could very well be a ask for forgiveness rather than situation.
And if anything, maybe we can just like give them the airship back when we get there, and then like just pay for travel back to the party bus when we're done. Like as long as we keep it in one piece, there's nothing wrong with giving it back if we're asking for their forgiveness, right?
Hey, I just had to jack this for a minute.
I just need to take this to bring it back.
You trust me, right?
Oh.
Yeah, I think we're past the point where Larandar wants to kill us. It's already going to happen.
Wait, what do y'all mean?
Well,
They
it doesn't
don't like
have to
us.
happen.
Why don't they like y'all?
I don't know.
Well,
He
that's not
lied.
entirely true. There is a certain element of the membership of House Larandar who hold certain beliefs about things we might have done in the past, which are extremely negative from their point of view.
All right, then if they already hate y'all, why are we worrying about this?
To be fair, they did let us go.
Yes,
They
they're
did
not
let us go.
actively trying to kill us right now, but they might
Oh,
if they
shit,
think
what
we
did we
did
promise
this.
them?
We promised them
Well-
nothing. They said get the fuck out.
Oh, is that it?
And then we
I
left.
love diplomacy.
What if
Diplomacy.
That was probably the greatest feat of diplomacy in this campaign.
Yeah.
It was such a
The
long
fact that
stretch
they
of
didn't
good rolls.
Butcher us?
Oh,
It was more than a dozen like really good charisma rolls in a row.
Really, really
juice
good.
is
Just,
flowing.
Thanks, Charlie.
bless.
From that woman showing up behind me on watch, all the way down to the basement.
Yep.
Don't think too hard about it.
What a day to be alive. All right. So we just gotta get. We gotta.
What if
I
some of us disguise ourselves as city guard, and when the airship comes, we get them to believe the city guard confiscated their ship? It's a bit of a stretch, but maybe then House Lorandar won't associate it directly with us, at least not right away.
I
that
think
if we're
being
going to rob
disguised.
House Lorandar, we're just going to have to do it.
Well, okay. I mean, again, we got a lot of cards on the table, but I mean, being disguised while we do the robbery, I mean, this is a good idea, but also, I mean, I feel like, of course, we're gonna do that. We're not gonna go looking like ourselves. That'd be foolishness.
I know, but like, what if we disguise to be guards of Thalios, and then that will cause them disdain for Thalios?
Oh, I think it's a great idea. I think that's what we should go for if we can. We still we got to figure out how to get them here. And I think you've given the best idea so far, Eli. But I just want to keep us moving. I mean, I think if we can flesh that one out enough, we might be able to go with that and just present it to the whole rivalry blood feud between Orion and Lorendar is why we're involved with them in the first place. So I think stoking that flame is probably a great way to get us moving forward here. Does anyone feel differently?
I mean, I'm fine with it. What are we gonna do with the people that fly in here? We're just gonna knock them out, send them to Damien, have Damien explain it all to him.
Behaviors like that do tend to build antipathy.
I think so.
All right.
We certainly don't harm them.
As long as we don't straight up murder the people we're stealing stuff from to go to their home city. Because that'd be dumb.
Strict no. Yes, that's not happening. Okay. So, let's get this story straight. For what we are going to tell Damien, that is going to be delivered. Remember, we need to make sure that at least 3,000 gold pieces is included with the ship.
3 for a piece of corporate espionage. You're underselling by a good bit.
Yeah, but we don't want to push our luck.
We will work out
We don't want to
the estimate. We can work out the estimate with Damien, but I would assume at least 10 or 15,000 would be expected.
We've been offered a single potion.
Yeah, and
It's you need to make sure that the amount is correct, or it will be suspicious.
You're very right, Dross, and I think, in terms of smoothing things over eventually, I don't think we necessarily need to keep the excess, but because we will always have the alibi as, not the alibi, but I guess the be able to point to as and cogs in the machine that we used the money toward furthering the cause. If we just pocket that shit, we look a lot worse. But I guess that's a bridge to cross when we get to it. Yes, I think we should work with Damien to get the proper estimate that we think would work for them. I think Dross, you're probably right. At least 10K would probably be best. But yeah, okay. So corporate espionage. Someone who's smarter than me, take it from here. This is not Faye's strong suit.
Well, I think we should put in that there's an individual that wants to sell these things, and we'll meet at the storm tower at some point in the evening. We can pick.
Counterspell. Or
We
not
can
counterspell. Dispel.
Okay, at what level?
Dispel just.
Oh, you're fifth level because you're warlock. Right. Okay, it vanishes.
We can work over the details of, what day we want to meet them based off of what Damien knows about the travel speed of these airships. And I'm thinking, while we are, waiting for that ship, I think we should try to find a way to sell those things we have in our possession in order to have some backup cash in case the people from Stormhome actually send warriors to try to beat the information out of them instead of money. Just as a backup plan.
Why don't we just sell it to the one who's selling the Scroll of Delayed Blast Fireball? It seems like they have very few qualms about legal issues.
I think the communication barrier was a problem.
Yeah, I don't think she'll do a fair trade like that. I think she'll take the drugs and then say I still need the 3,000 gold, cause
Yes.
We need
yeah.
someone with tact who can find an underground connection. I think I should do it.
I think, based on the conversation I had with Damien, our special money-making drugs are going to need to wait for a different city. This just does not seem the place to do it.
Then we're gonna have to 100% rely on the ship then.
Very well.
Yes.
Then do we start to draft a letter?
I think Damien will be drafting a letter. We need to meet him and relay the plan.
Okay.
So I think we should scene transition to whenever we were planning to meet him at I think it was 4 o'clock.
Simply wait.
All right. Until then, Leroy, come on, let's go walk around the street looking angry.
Oh
and
yeah.
I don my disguise.
What are you disguised as?
I am disguised as a lowly beggar.
That's not a disguise.
Damn.
I got some ripped clothing on. I'm gonna leave my backpack at home. I'm gonna leave Juno at home.
Some ripped clothing, a crate full of tomatoes.
Yeah, I'm gonna smudge some dirt on my face and mess up my hair and like dribble some oil in it so that way it looks oily and unwashed. Yeah, that's kind of it. I'm just gonna kind of look like a bum.
Aye, that's quite a look. How should I compliment that look? We are quite different looking.
You can just say it looks good.
Hey,
You can't. I mean, you can just like wear dirtier robes.
Please don't be scandalized. I'm just going to take off my various clothing.
Oh my god!
Fortunately, it doesn't reveal much except breasts.
Yeah, except exoskeleton.
Leroy! I am appalled.
Slam and hug.
It's like that. It's like that anime trope where the shining light covers everything, because Leroy's made of metal, so there's actually glints of light like reflecting off of him in various places.
At least wear a loincloth. My gosh.
Sure. Do you have one that would fit me?
I can like take this piece of cloth and just like wrap it around your waist like a sash. Yeah, that's easy.
I'm pretty sure most Warforged don't go around wearing very much. I just need to look a little bit damaged.
Oh, all right. I start taking like some stuff from the disguise kit and like smudging his do you say brass or bronze?
Brass.
I start smudging his brass like stuff with like, I don't know, like eyeshadow or like fake dirt or whatever, or real dirt, and just like smudging them up.
Would you call it a brassy chassis?
To clean later. Listen here.
Sorry.
I'm not even talking about the wood I just exposed.
Yeah, I'm looking for an opening. Oh,
sorry.
No,
Sorry,
it's fine.
Jordan.
It's fine. So you're discussing both yourself and Leroy. So go ahead and make me charisma and proficiency. I guess deception would work, but you don't get your 22 thing. It's gonna be 22 anyways, though.
It's actually
Amazing.
That's actually pretty funny.
It's not a 22. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Try me.
It's always a 22.
Yeah, it seems pretty convincing. It was difficult at first as you start to disguise Leroy. You're more used to disguising yourself, not a Warforged. But you manage, and you have to do a couple do-overs here and there. But you feel like pretty sure that people would just assume he's a damaged Warforged.
Perfect.
I leave my valuables at home as well.
Do you take off your arm? Is that a
I
valuable?
do not leave that. Actually, you know what? I will leave that at home. Nothing like a one-armed veteran to get people riled up about the government not feeling or not helping them enough.
Damn.
God, I hope we don't get arrested.
Pop that shit off. Pop that shit off.
Oh, God.
Damn.
Leave the book in its hands, just sitting on the bureau.
Perfect.
All right, let's go walking down the streets looking angry.
All right, where's my knife?
Wait. We're not stabbing the cop.
Right. Yes, that's for another day. I put it back.
That's
We're
for another
Eldritch
day.
blasting a cop. Listen.
No. God in the sky, stay out of it.
You see.
Okay.
Yeah, we're synaptic staticking a cop.
So you guys are walking down the street looking angry. Can I get performance
pissed.
checks from both of you?
Sure
no.
thing.
Oh, wait, that's
17.
Okay.
We're angry.
You're angry, but you're not untethered with rage that knows no bounds.
That's good.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's a good medium point.
That's a good medium. Yeah. Your rage does no bounds, but you are untethered, so.
I am untethered, and I'm, kind of mad.
I don't know about you. I'm peeved.
I have a list of complaints.
Yes. So you start just walking down a random street and towards anything in particular, or just walking?
Let's kind of walk like around the docky area.
Okay.
Like this way sort of thing. So not towards any of the big named things on the street, but just kind of down.
Sure.
This way.
Yeah, that residential looking area that is on the southeast end. Maybe it's not a poor part of town, but it looks like it because it's small.
I mean, if anything, we just start going this way and looking angry, and then we'll go that way and look angry, and that way.
So it's just a whole day of looking angry.
Looking angry.
Fucking rage facing.
So you guys start walking down the docks, and a lot of the sailors seem very confused. They don't seem to care, but they're like, wow, they hear some remarks, some people pointing at you.
I continue to look angry.
Indeed, you two press on, and
fucking this country, Thrain.
The silver flame can die in shame.
Oh damn, that's a good slogan right there.
Eventually, a couple people start to join you. And then more. And then some people even start to join you ahead of you. And then you're no longer leading the pack anymore.
Yes! Okay, and from the middle of the pack, I want to start chanting the silver flame can die in shame and try to get the crowd to do it. Give me this moment.
Roll persuasion, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know what that roll is either. 19!
Actually 22, yeah. Okay, yeah. As people are just walking around looking angry, one by one, the people near you kind of look at you puzzled as you repeat these words over and over again. Then they start to catch on, and then they start to spread it. The silver flame will die in shame. The silver flame can die in shame.
Yeah.
And it starts to grow. And some people are, kind of out of the pattern. They're not quite getting it, not quite saying it fast enough. Some of them are saying it way too fast or way too loud. But overall, it's an effect.
Yes.
Some guards
Oh,
start
hi, whoever
to
you are.
take notice.
Really? He's back. Oh,
All
we
right.
got guards showing up. Oh, I forgot my knife at home. It was intentional.
No, Leroy, we're not stabbing people today. Okay. I think we managed to figure out that walking around looking angry actually does work. So we should probably skedaddle before the.
Yeah, probably.
Okay,
The
if you're going to
guards
try
start.
and leave the crowd without the guards noticing, make stealth checks, please.
Oh shit! I ain't too good. Oh, 22!
1 second.
Of course, it's a 22.
Oh, okay. I will make a stealth check. I was going to see if I could cast Disguise Self
Oh,
on
no.
us, but I'm not sure how many of those it hits. How many people it can hit at 5th level.
Disguise self is self.
Yeah, that doesn't upcast, does it?
No, it's disguise
Yeah.
self, not
Only
disguise
single
other.
cast, yeah.
Yeah.
You can cast it on yourself before you do it, or you did roll though. But...
I did roll. Yeah. Well, I could probably escape in another way. I have this ability.
So Eli just slinks into an alley that you guys pass by. You try to get Leroy's attention. Leroy tries to move over that way as well. But unfortunately, Leroy trips a bit on the way over there. And thankfully, you don't get trampled by the crowd. They move around you.
Oh, thank goodness, they're not that angry.
But you just kind of have face planted next to this alley as the crowd has moved on, and the guards just see a one-armed, damaged Warforged kind of like on the ground.
Let's see. Am I like in the crowd? How far away is the alley?
The crowd is beginning to move past you. The alley is right in front of you, and that is where Eli is at the moment.
All right, I'm just gonna cast Far Step and blink all the way into the alley.
Okay.
Sort of hide, announce myself to him, Eli.
Okay, what components does Far Step have?
Oh, tell me it doesn't have components. Verbal and C. Concentration.
Concentration. Okay.
Yeah. Although
I'll
I
say,
did leave my spellbook and
there's-
arm at home. Can I still cast spells? Was that stupid?
It doesn't have a material component, so you can still cast it, yes.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay. So there's lots of noise going on at the moment. So thankfully, it doesn't appear that anyone overheard you casting. But a guard starts to walk up towards you as you fall, seemingly like he's probably going to help you. And then you just disappear. And he starts looking around.
He got actually close by.
There were guards surrounding the crowd, yes.
Gotcha. Okay, whoops.
Yeah, probably some miscommunication there, my bad. But yeah, so he kind of looks around and then kind of like puts a hand on his weapon and is just... Eli, make me another stealth check as he is right outside the alley that you just ducked into. With advantage, because you're already hidden.
Alright.
Okay. He kind of looks into the alley, but somehow doesn't notice you. You're pressed into the shadows, and he kind of looks back and forth. His eyes are not well adjusted to the darkness. And he just kind of steps away and like shakes his head, puts his hand to his head a little bit, like maybe he was seeing something, and moves on.
Oh, thank God. Do I know Leroy's in the alley with me?
All you saw was Leroy disappear.
Okay.
I blink over to Eli and then say hi, and then 4 seconds later I blink back away.
Alright,
Oh,
Leroy. Eli's just gonna assume that Leroy will follow his lead, and Eli's going to wait for the guards to, shuffle their way away from the alley before heading back to the Orient Chapter House to change into our not disguises.
At this point, yes, the crowd has kind of moved on from you all and has a mind of its own, and the guards are following that crowd. It's easy enough for you to make your way back unnoticed at this point.
Okay, good. was gonna say, if not, I was gonna polymorph Leroy into like a mouse and put him in my pocket. So that way, it wasn't too obvious that he was the guy that was in the crowd. All right. I think that was a good job, Leroy. I think we did good.
I agree. Yes, I think that we got out of there. Unfortunately, I did trip and have to use this spell, so I hope they don't remember that.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that.
Well, it happens occasionally.
I didn't know you and Stealth didn't really get along all the time.
Not always. Normally pretty good, but this time I think probably people of too many different heights all trying to push past me. I got tripped up a bit.
That totally makes sense. I'm sure if I was, of a normal height, I would be the same way. But being small, I can kind of weave between people's legs, and that makes it a little easier. Hey, why don't we get you back and clean you up, so that way you're back to your normal self?
That would probably be a good idea.
Yeah, we don't want that same guard to see you again. He'll think he might think weird stuff is going on since you cast a spell.
Of course. Well, actually, let's see. Does prestidigitation let you clean shit, or is that a different spell?
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
That's
much,
it.
Yeah.
That's the one. All right. Well, the cleaning up I think can happen here.
I could help you with that too, and I start prestidigitationing.
I'll move top down. You go bottom up.
All right.
Digitating.
Start as his feet
Prestidigitating.
prestidigitating.
And I'm sure in no time I am a gleaming specimen of a warforged
With one arm.
At the very end of going bottom up, I'm like cleaning his butt, or like his butt plate. And when I clean his butt plate, I make a little mark of a little pink heart with mom written inside, and I just like have that symbol get put on there for an hour.
All right. That is something prestidigitation can do.
It is there. And I'm sure I don't feel it.
Nope.
All right. Well, let's get
I've never
moving then.
thought of somebody using prestidigitation for like temporary tattoos, but I love it.
Holy shit, that's such an Eberron thing, though.
Yeah, it's great.
Like when you're at the theme park with your family and the kids get temp tattoos with
Yeah, that's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Aw, yeah.
Great.
I wonder if
And
you could
charge
make a temp
$8 for
tattoo of a house mark.
Oh, damn.
You
Alright,
could
we don't
certainly
need those.
give it a shot.
Eli.
We don't need
certainly
those kind of
try.
ideas floating around in people's heads, okay?
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Just turn this whole campaign upside down.
You can absolutely attempt that.
Oh, and actually, you would notice because Leroy is not clothed. There is an engraving of the is it Cannith? Yeah, the House Cannith emblem on his chest.
What the heck is House
Never seen
Cannith?
before. That is one of the houses. It's the crafting house.
House.
Sorry, I just really liked. What is House Cannith? It's a house.
Sure is.
What's the GOP? Well, it's one of the parties. But yeah, you would notice that it's not
Mark of
magically
making.
imbued.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't actually do anything, but it is engraved there.
Alright. Hey, that's pretty cool. I poke at it.
Yeah, to be clear, he means not the dragon mark, but the logo of the House of Making.
Oh, so House Cannith made them.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a particular because I'm sort of an earlier one and I'm special, but I have it. Yeah, it's part of how I've always been.
And that's, to be clear, that's no big mystery in Eberron. House Cannith made the Warforged as soldiers for sale in the last 100-year war. So Eli would probably be aware of that.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just sort of noticing a brand, essentially.
Yep.
All right, I clean my face and hair, and then we can walk out and go back to the Orient chapter house.
It's just a quick bath in an alleyway.
Yeah, nothing weird about that.
Nothing weird.
Two
Nothing like a
guys
little
chilling
trash
in an
bag.
alleyway,
Now
5
let's
feet
watch
apart, because they're
Because they're social distancing.
Yeah.
social distancing.
Dear.
Easy. D&D players were ready for COVID.
Hell yeah.
All right, so you guys make it back to the Orient Chapter House. What were the rest of you doing during this time? Anything special?
Nah.
Yeah, I guess just
Researching.
research. Yeah.
Just
I'll take
twiddling.
I'll take a day of research.
Okay, sure.
You sure you could run around looking mad?
Nope. Not feeling it.
You could remove one of your arms, take off all your clothes, and just run around looking mad. It's an option, just saying.
Well, when you say it like that, it sounds like a bit crazy. It sounds like Leroy was really hoping that he could take his clothes off and stab him.
I left my knife at home.
It's the perfect disguise. There's clothed Leroy and unclothed Leroy. It's like putting on a mustache to hide who you are. It's,
They're totally different people.
yeah.
I mean, we could just say he's a different model and that he was, you know.
True.
I could talk
Yeah,
my
so
way
we
out
get
of that
back
one.
there.
His
We come back
robot
and we're like, hey, it
split
works!
personality.
No, he's from a different Third Legion. That's Lee-Rob.
He's from Legion 3.5.
We don't talk about
Better
Legion
than the fourth one
3.5.
for sure.
All right, anyways. You guys have gathered back together.
Guys, it works! Walking around angry actually works.
Well, that's
It really
good.
does. We got a mob going.
Yeah,
Clonk
and they
as I
might
shut up
might
more
be
magma.
chanting something a little dark. My bad. It just was so catchy.
It was really catchy. You should have heard it. Maybe you will.
Congratulations.
I think congratulations are in order. Congratulations, Eli.
Congratulations, Leroy!
Yay!
I
We
feel
incited a
accomplished.
mob.
We incited a mob that is telling a whole organization to die.
Nothing we're doing here is ethically questionable.
I think the party might be a bad influence on Eli. Huh.
Never.
I don't know. It was Eli's idea.
Eli's been down for this from the start. He just didn't know it.
Yes.
Eli hasn't killed someone yet. That's the determining factor of like when the switch flips in his head and he's like, "Oh wait, shit, are we the bad guys?"
I'll make sure to KS him hard. So, what did you guys do today?
Yeah, what did y'all do? Did you go see Damien?
Like,
Black
discuss-
people
I worked on my
Oh, we
weaving.
supposed to go see Damien? I did not know what day that was.
I
We
assumed were
literally
waiting
talked
for
about
that.
that.
We talked to him yesterday. Why would we bother him the next day?
Yes.
Well,
To get
I had
that
a
letter
meeting
out
with
so that
him.
way we can finish this plan before Catalina of what's her face gets over here. Like what do you mean? Why would we talk to him the next day, Nakara? You playing my leg.
Well,
we
then
know
someone should figure out what exactly we're going to say, because I don't know.
I thought we had an idea. I thought we had a whole
Did
plan
we?
before we. Leroy,
I'm
am I
spacing out.
mistaken?
No, I think you're not mistaken. I was expecting them to go meet Damien.
Yeah, Frank
I'm sure it's
Fiddlesticks
okay if it is one.
has plans
I mean, I
for
was
an
assuming it was
airship.
going to be someone that wasn't me.
Orient? I thought we were just gonna go as a group. I thought like just the whole
We
group was
could do
going
that.
over. Where are we
Oh,
meeting them
I
again?
don't know.
Golden Dragon.
The western gate near the Golden Dragon. I mean the other way around. The Golden Dragon near the western gate. You don't have to come, Eli. You weren't there to organize the meeting.
It was the only thing we could figure out with him.
On second thought, I would really love to come because I like helping y'all as much as I can. But you know what I haven't done? I haven't tuned. I need to tune my
Dragon senses.
No, I need to tune my lute. I play the dulcimer so much; it's always up to tune. But I never play my lute, so I need to tune that, and it'll take a couple hours. So
You just need to practice your golden scales.
why don't you guys go on ahead of me, Nikarith? You can go with them, and I'll meet you guys back here later.
You don't have to make up an excuse.
I'm not making up an excuse. My lute is out of tune, and I strum it, and it's completely in tune. But he's like, "See, it's out of tune."
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, keep in mind Eli has a passive deception of 22.
Oh my god.
No, I know
Well,
you
I guess
sound
we need to
completely
watch.
honest, but on anyone else that would sound like an excuse.
I know, but like,
I know you wouldn't lie to me.
Listen, I wouldn't lie to y'all. I would never lie to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Nikarith knows.
My insight's 0.
No, Nikarith only knows because I told him why I don't like Golden Dragonins.
Yep.
That is good, because lying to people who trust you is a despicable act.
Nikarith is just looking at her. They're looking at him
I
so
kill
hard.
liars.
Eli just like fucking straight faces looks at Nikarith. He's like, yeah, it would be a despicable act, wouldn't it? You know what else is despicable acts? Sharing people's secrets. That's also a despicable act. You know what else is a despicable
Nikarith
act?
just puts his head
Killing
up. Puts
babies.
his hands up. I didn't do anything.
I don't know why you're saying that, Nikarith. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm just listing out despicable acts like lying to your friends or keeping secrets.
Keeping secrets is despicable too? Oh shit.
No, breaking secrets. Sorry, I got a little bit. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna tune my lute. You guys can go on.
God damn.
In my clan, if one member lies to another and it results in a bad enough situation, the one who is hurt can hit the other with a metal rod, so they feel the same pain.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. I'll remember that.
Good.
Anyways, bye y'all.
Good.
All right. Well, that happened.
Wow, I've never
Bye,
seen
Eli.
so adamantly defend the fact that he's telling the truth. I've never heard him lie to us in the past.
After Eli said bye y'all, he took Juno and ran to his assigned room and shut the door.
He really does not like golden dragons.
I poked my head out the door. Why would you say that? Close door.
Well, nothing to be done about that right now, I guess. Let's go see our man.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys head across town, and on your way there, you encounter an angry mob that is heading north from the south side of town.
Oh no!
Weird. What could have caused that?
Go around.
Yeah, I know, right? It's so strange. They're chanting something, but at this point, it's like there's several people chanting different things in different rhythms. It's pretty hard to make out. It's just a mess.
God, these people need to
So
learn
it
how to be
goes.
a good mob.
And so you make your way to the Gold Dragon Inn on the west gate of Taliost.
Nice.
What are
Okay.
they saying about the silver flame eternally blame? Was that it? Or a plane?
It still got the same message.
Hell if I
I'm
know.
hearing silver flame, lots of flame. I don't know. It's not sticking.
Well, yeah, who knows? I'm not sure.
Leroy, you
probably all
heard the
wrong.
original rant.
Yeah, they were probably trying to say the silver flame can rest in shame. I didn't realize
Die
that
in
was
shame.
wrong
God
for a
damn it.
moment. Was it die in shame?
Yes, it was.
Conscience?
Shame.
Yes, it was conscious.
Shame.
Ding, ding, ding.
Shame.
Shame. I
Ding,
pull out my
ding,
belt
ding.
for no reason.
That's a sound effect we need to download.
Oh yeah, with a clang.
Yep. All right. As you enter the Gold Dragon Inn, it's fairly busy at the moment. You guys, I guess, spent a day of downtime, so it's actually late in the day. I was going to say it's breakfast, but it's actually dinner time now. So lots of people are out eating food, and you see one man at the bar, alone. A man you recognize. It's Damien.
Okay.
Just in case.
Oh shit, it's Alonzo.
Oh shit.
Oh my god,
shit,
it's Post Malone.
it's Kenneth Thrask, throwback. Whoa.
I'll never remember him.
Sheriff of your first town.
I know it's the hunter, the sheriff guy. That work. I had to think for a second, but I got you.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go pop a little squat next to him. Do we have one of the mind melders in the party?
Papa Squatzo.
Mind melders.
Yes, I'm here.
Alright, I'm gonna, with my sound voice, order a beer, and just nod, just give like a cordial nod at Damien as I sit down, and then get the mental hallway enacted.
Okay.
Someone's gotta do it. Someone do it for me. Is the connection open?
Oh, yes, I opened the connection.
I like to think that Faye's just like test in her head, and then eventually the connection opens. It's like, oh yeah, I can hear you now. Okay, good.
It is really just like opening a fucking Zoom call. Yeah.
A host will let you in soon.
Okay. Thank you so much for meeting us here, Damien. We chatted, and we have a plan. I don't think the hands make that shit happen, or do you want me to? Yeah.
That's fair. We're running out of time here, so I think that's understandable. Okay, so you communicate all that, and as you open the channel as well, he would mention to you, Leroy, you still have to teach me how to do that. Yes, that's still part of the plan.
Oh, yes, I've been asking some questions, although I ran into a little bit of trouble in my research last night. I will get back to you about it, though. It seems it should be possible.
I see. Thank you. Anyways, so you recount all of the plans you've made, the information you've gathered over the past little bit. Do you tell him about last night's events?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay.
I would tell him, and then I would say, is there anything you could possibly know about this?
No, that's quite unsettling. You said your friend was with them.
Yeah, he has. There's a tribal connection to the demon lords there, but that's about all we know.
I see. You really are an interesting bunch.
We've seen some shit.
Yes.
No, unfortunately, I don't have any information for you on that. But
thank you for checking.
Yes. For the topic at hand, though, I like this plan, but they may require some sort of proof ahead of time. I don't know why they would send. I mean, if you ask me, this sounds like a setup. Like, I don't think it is a setup, and I think it's obviously so. Without some kind of proof, I don't think they would fall for it.
It's a very good point. I'm opening the floor to everyone's on this call. I mean, we're still thinking here, but is there anything in terms of proof that we could get for you that you think you might be able to use to our advantage?
I mean, we could send a message to them of whatever nature you want, but perhaps, I mean, if you have these plans, or if you don't have these plans, it's a different story. If you have these plans, we could send a partial batch of them or something, part of the plans to indicate we have the rest of them.
We don't have a handle on them yet.
We don't have a handle on what? We have the plans for it.
Oh, we do? Someone else talk. Yeah, okay. Trust, you have the floor.
The plans are in my spell shard in my pocket right now. I made this device.
I see.
Okay. Then what can you send them?
I can send them any piece of it, or all of it, any combination. I could mark them up to make it appear more like an airship, like a more mobile version, like Skybus.
So what? Give you enough time to design the
Just
Skybus, and then
a little bit of drawing, a little bit of sketching. Input from friends would be good, and maybe a couple hours, I think. The last one did not take so long. It is just a vehicle. Maybe some input on from House Lorenda on how the the magic should be illustrated to make it realistic.
Yes, perhaps. Unfortunately, I'm not so well versed in that myself, but I do know that their vessels are, well, our vessels are made of a special kind of wood. I would indicate that, unless you have another solution for that. It would possibly make sense for House Orient to tackle that in a different way. Do you have any ideas?
I will think on it.
But yes, if you have convincing enough plans to send them, or at least tidbits of it, if you could pick out the bits of it that would be the most convincing, I don't see why that would go wrong.
Excellent. Then we shall begin work on that.
All right.
Okay.
Very good. So, I suppose you would be the ones to contact them then, not me, if you're the ones trying to sell them something.
Yes.
what if you?
We are trying to remain slightly under the radar.
Yes.
I think we all are.
I think a deal like this would make sense for you to be under the radar, but you need to send the information to them either way.
Yes.
So send it under a pseudonym.
Where should we denote as a meeting point?
Well, I mean, here again works. I won't be here for much longer, but tomorrow, perhaps. Or if you need to reach me in the evening, I'm always at the Stormspire.
Alright.
Stormspire is proving far from ideal, but we can do it when we need to.
Well, you won't need to bring anything to me to send these documents, just... I mean... You could either send a message by House Civis,
I can give
or...
you the address, dummies. Sorry.
You're part of this conversation.
Just have it sent to the Civis branch, and yeah, I mean, yeah, Eli is back at the chapter house.
Oh.
But yeah,
Speaking of a thought I just had, perhaps not here, if you would like our last compatriot to join us for our next meeting.
I see. Where do you suggest then?
How are your relations with House Orion? Probably not great, right?
Yes, you could say that.
Depending on which guard's on duty, we could probably make it out to the Storm Spire, Sky Spire, Lightning.
Yeah, yes, Stormspire. That could work. But yes, I think as long as the message is convincing enough, just sending it along by House Civis message should work well enough.
Cool.
Send it straight to Stormspire. Somebody will pick up on it.
All right. I'm sure
Storm home.
See, I'm not the only one who gets shit wrong. Yeah, so Eli will propose something sufficiently enticing.
Yes, I would. Whatever message you send to them, they could be here within a day. So perhaps you can get that message to them, then prepare a meeting point somewhere nearby. I suppose I'd suggest outside the town somewhere that you could reach.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Does anybody else have any other ideas, or have we learned what we need to?
Oh, this is starting to get past Faye. I'm really kind of leaving it to you guys. It's not my forte.
So I will send you a message in your head once we have sent the letter off to... Sorry, Eric's brain is like just asymptotically slowing down. We will let you know when we've done the thing.
Very well.
Very well. I stand up. As we finish our conversation, having sat down, spoken 0 words.
Ordered drinks. Got up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you guys head back to the Orion Chapter House then?
Yeah.
And if we run into the mob along the way, I'm going to correct as many people as I can in their heads.
Let's see.
Yes.
Fortunately, you do not run into the mob this time.
Damn.
Fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it.
Damn it.
Catchy slogan that, though. The silver flame can die in shame. I'm just going to keep saying it like, man, where did I hear that?
All right, so with you guys returning to the Orion Chapter House, and I assume Drost beginning work on this, we will return there next week.
Like, yeah.
All right.
Or Eli was murdered in cold blood for staying away from the party.